What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to draw Eren Jaeger from Attack on Titan. Alright, let's begin. Since his head is tilted, it'll be easier to start with a circle. We'll draw a line straight down his face to help us establish direction. So far, nothing new. We'll use a C shape to draw a path from the top of his eyebrow to the bottom of his nose. Now we'll draw a horizontal line across his face, so we can use it as a guideline for placing his eyes. His left eye looks fine, but I drew the right eye below the reference line. It's not off by much, but once I draw the rest of the piece, you'll see how it throws off the direction of his face. I decided to just let it go because it still looks like the character, and I didn't want to erase the whole eye and leave a bunch of lines for no reason. But if this is something that would bother you, then really make sure that you don't draw below the reference line. As you can see, there should be a straight line connecting everything on his face. I drew the mouth just a little too far in, but along with the eyes, it's going to be enough to throw off his direction. Let's take another look at his eyes, this time above his eyebrow. As you can see, the size of his eye and eyebrow is pretty similar, but the starting point of the eye was too low, so the entire thing appears to be shifted downward. Now here's the biggest mistake I made. Taking a look at the still image, we can see that his ear should be above his nose, giving the impression that the character is looking downward. However, on my sketch, the ear is aligned with the nose, giving the impression the character is looking forward, not downward. This is one I really wish that I could have taken back, but like I said, the most important thing is that it still looks like the character. Let's tilt his head so we can see what could have been. As you can see, his ear is now above his nose and the eyes are aligned properly. Moving on, let's go ahead and do a rough sketch of his arms. As you can see, his front arm extends downward at a slight angle. Then his forearm cuts back in and stops adjacent to his eyebrow, forming a V shape between his arm and his face. Looking at our red guideline, we can see that his bottom hand is going to end directly below his shoulder. Also note that his pecs and abdomen follow the red line all the way to his waist. Okay, now that we have a good idea of how everything is going to fit on his body, the rest is going to be easy. Let's go ahead and speed things up. Alright guys, we are pretty much done for today. Let's go ahead and check out our final product. So overall, I'd say the difficulty level for this one was pretty moderate, but there were a lot of details that needed to be drawn, which is why it's been the most time-consuming sketch I've done so far. I've really fallen in love with this anime and can't wait to do another sketch. There's at least 2 or 3 other characters I'd like to draw. If any of you are thinking about watching this show, just be prepared to binge watch all 3 seasons because it's incredibly addictive. I've gone through maybe, let's say, 40 episodes in the last 3 days since I started drawing this, so yeah, if you want to know why this video was delayed, there's your reason. Well guys, that's it for today. Next up we have Akame from Akame ga Kyo. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next video.